Hi, this is our PowerPoint presentation for Solar Electric Lighting Corporation, SELCO, and it's Management 604 Business Research for Professor Keith Tucker and our group named The Incredibles. Introduction. Our group, The Incredible, consists of Ike, Janine, Clarissa, myself, Renee, and Sandra. Each one of us took the time to research our portion of the questions of the research paper, and we were able to provide a small piece to the PowerPoint input as well, and so each one of us was able to fulfill our expectations. A 12-question research with each group member answering 2 each. Question 1. In 2009, SELCO was looking at several options for expanding its operations. What are the costs and opportunities associated with each options? While nothing precludes exploring more than one option. SELCO provided affordable, sustainable, high-quality, clean energy solutions to poor households and businesses in India. They are not a typical product seller because they reinvest all their profits to reach more poor households. So SELCO partnership with financial institutions and community-based organizations to help those with energy needs. SELCO employed over 450 people in over 50 service centers across 6 states in India. To date, they have financed and installed energy systems to over 210,000 households in 6 states. Also, they facilitate end-user financing with affordable payment plans based on the cash flow of their clients. Continuation question 1. Being that SELCO is a system integrator and not a manufacturer, geographical expansion would be beneficial to the company and the people of India. SELCO would not lose any money. They would be able to expand further and have the ability to reach more people in rural areas. SELCO contracted technicians around these areas to do the installations. These technicians would have the ability to install, service, maintain, and warranty the panels. One cost for SELCO would be paying representatives to promote SELCO services and explaining details and benefits of becoming a contractor in these rural areas. The other cost for the company would be having an area manager to inspect and guarantee the things they are being performed. Another cost SELCO would have is having a salesperson in the area. Question number 2. What role do decentralized energy solutions play in helping India solve its energy problems? Can soft path or hard path be the solution to improving the grid? A decentralized energy solution is vital for India's energy problem. A soft path provides India's people with electricity regardless if the power grid is on or off. And soft path takes a load off of the power grid as well. It's also significant because it takes a load off of the country's weak power infrastructure. In addition, a soft path is always upgradable. For some customers, they are far from the power grid, so this is their only source for electricity. However, the soft path does not help everyone. India needs a hard path to upgrade and expand their power grid. This will help those who do not have the ability to get financing. It makes it easier for those people. Question number 3. Why does SELCO's plan to expand with franchise dealers fail? Are there ways the company could have organized its franchise to make the program succeed? Well, a good question. SELCO deviated from its mission to serve the poor, and the company financial position dipped during the early 2000s. The price of solar skyrocketed and sales declined, which led to investors putting pressure on Hyundai to lay off people. SELCO was established as a social enterprise to provide sustainable energy solutions and to serve the people with less means of financial to gain the market of the new sustainable energy. But during its initial years of operation, the company expanded deliberately as it gained capital and experience in India. Continue with question 3. SELCO failed to design products for the poor, and Honda should have mastered should have a master plan or template to track content of all branches. The failure of the franchise was because of Selco not working closely with immediate communities and facilities. Question number 4. How has Hyundai's desire to structure Selco as a for-profit enterprise influenced the growth of enterprises? Here's our answer. A traditional investor will invest his resources to generate significant income relative to another investor. Selco's approach to funding was flexible, which allows access to grants and donations other than relying on institutional investor. Also, Selco needs to invest to cover a vast area of India with innovative customizations and build more assets for the poor. Question number 5. Given the cost of customizing energy solutions, how big a role can Selco play in helping India's disadvantage? Well, here's a quick quote that was provided by Hyundai. Access to energy underpins everything. It's essential for health, for education, for livelihood. India can be the center of innovation for the removal of poverty. So a typical chain of energy delivers services set up as shown in this diagram, which is users' reasons, financial institution roles, and Selco's role. In addition, stated before, we set up Selco to bust 3 myths. The poor people cannot afford technology. The poor people cannot maintain technology. And it is not possible to run a commercial venture that fulfills a social objective. Access to energy underpins everything. It's essential for health, for education, and for livelihood. Question number 6. Consider how Selco worked to create a new work or value chain in supplying lights to street vendors. In addition, why did Selco design for the street vendors program work when its franchise dealership plan did not? Well, what we understood is that photovoltaic services brought not only lighting, but others ventures to provide business with solar power to energize developing countries. Selco made arrangements for financing for the solar entrepreneurs and to purchase the solar panels and batteries. The street vendors not only invested in solar energy, but they were able to pay for the financing of the equipment as well. In return, the solar entrepreneurs were loyal customers to Selco and they promoted their product. With the lending of some local banks, Hyundai restructured the company in 2008. This allowed other opportunities for many, and Selco seek to create many alternative solutions to continue targeting the marketing needs. And a quote here, sometimes this meant redesigning the solar equipment, and sometimes this meant restructuring activities so that solar energy could power a client's needs. On to question 7. Consider how Selco was able to use solar energy to power sewing machines. Are there other ways to reconsider energy requirements and redesign of equipment to help Indian entrepreneurs and families adopt sustainable energy resources? From the day of the kerosene burnings to now, with solar energy, power has been provided to some homes, and the limit to provide sustainable energy appliances are still a challenge. Kerosene burning lamps is still in existence today, and the days have gone as solar energy has made its footprint on the market for the needs for solar energy power. Solar energy sewing machines entered the market for the regions and other appliances as well, and Selco presented the solar panel to the villagers to introduce solar power for an alternative energy. Question number 8. Miner's helmet were an inspiration for the solar lights for midwives. Are there other ways to adapt other common designs to new uses that would make sustainable energy available to other segments of the Indian populations? Well, sustainable energy in India, the use of headlamps. Selco helped design the headlamp that would assist midwives with delivering babies. And the headlamp would illuminate enough light for the midwives to see. So a traditional kerosene lamp did not provide enough light as the new solar energy powered light devices. The headlamp has a solar light with a small battery that could be worn around the head. And the headlamp could also be used by women who pick roses. And a cook stove using biomass coal. Clean alternative to cooking is more fuel efficient. The stove is approximately 40% more efficient and emits 70-80% less smoke and meets the cooking requirements of a rural household. Selco believes the stove reduced the indoor air population and increased the quality of life of rural people. The use of cook stoves involves using biomass coal, which is allowed. And redesigning sewing machines using sustainable energy. Redesigning sewing machines that use less power and allow workers to increase output. With low-powered sewing machines, they were able to work longer hours and increase productivity. And using solar energy was more cost-effective. It would cost 10 rupees a day, whereas using local electricity, which costed 15 rupees a day. Question 9. Selco has done bigger projects for large institutional clients. Does this work detract or add to the company's efforts to serve the poor? What we've come up with is expanding Selco and poor cost-effective for the poor. Expanding Selco to larger clients may take away from the helping of the poor, and expanding product and service with a company that does not have experience could hurt the company's reputation. And by focusing on India for now, it could make improvements on sustainable energy. Also, being cost-effective, Selco could help the poor who are economically disadvantaged and a chance to improve their quality of life and still hold them to a level of responsibility to make loans more affordable. Question number 10. Selco has attempted to institutionalize the design process at the company. What are the pros and cons of developing a separate design group? Well, Selco was reestablished in 2007, and after the falling in 2000, the company went under restructuring. Part of reorganizing was through planning an innovative solar solution. Redesigned products, and more importantly, financing solutions were designed through partnership with institutions. Continuing question 10. This approach, initiated by the innovative department, transpires with limitation being that new developers are dependent on by partners of the company. Continuation question 10. The incubation lab. To take back control, Selco opened the incubation lab to help with the technical development process. The incubation lab is its own entity of Selco operating in Alir, India, by Ned Narayan. So the incubation lab is independently owned of Selco, and the purpose of the lab is to develop renewable energy with using reliable and affordable material. Designs are made in the lab and where new products are tested. The advantage of a separate design group of the incubation lab is the focus of developing technologies for low-income people in India. Customized solutions are created based on a customer's needs. So with that being said, we have technology, financing, and process. Question 11. How would you describe Selco's approach to marketing? The way we've understood that is through solar, photovoltaic lighting system, solar cook stoves, solar thermal water heaters, and Selco's customized products. In addition, Happy Customers are the company's best brand ambassadors and crucial in spreading the word to potential clients. Quote by Thomas Pulick, VP of Marketing. Question 12. Consider Selco's partnership with Siwa. What are the advantages of the collaboration? What could be some of the dangers, and what are some of the kinds of organizations which Selco approach to build mutual beneficial partnership? Selco's partnership with Siwa is a financial institution serving low-income women with saving options, insurance, financial counseling, business advice. The two work together to find a better solution for solar entrepreneurs and meet the demands of the new and existing clients. Continuation, question 12. The advantage between the partnership is the fact that customers are able to afford and have access to energy in low-income areas of India. Partnership goes beyond solar power. Energy program is offered, and the two organization initiated energy program that offers other things than lighting. In conclusion, without Harish Hyundai's company Selco, India's poor would not have sustainable energy in their homes. Having access to solar power has given India's poor a chance to improve their lives. Selco was able to expand its operations to rural communities, offer sustainable energy to poor, and help the poor get loans financed by banks. And Selco also improved on products that would help the poor increase their income and productivity. Overall, Selco's desire to improve India's low income with sustainable energy has been a slow process, but a bittersweet one. By tackling one house at a time, business and customers at a time, India may eventually become the leading country in sustainable energy. So that concludes our PowerPoint presentation. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye.